start recording. Okay, test episode recording in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on Quit Stalling. Hey Arnold, nice skshirt. No Hunnam for old men. Comic-Con is so much more than just for comics nowadays. And from Johto to the Next Kanto. Teens accidentally crossed the US-Canadian border because of Pokemon Go. All on this episode of Quit Stalling. Where is the intro song? I'm never ready with this. This episode of Quit Stalling is brought to you by Quit Stalling and Jinx. For 10% off of your Jinx purchases, type in the promo code QUITSTALLING_366. That's QUITSTALLING_366, capital Q, capital S, for 10% off of your entire shopping cart. Type in that promo code and let us help you get geek swag for a little bit less. That's QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Thanks to Jinx and Quit Stalling. Alright guys, welcome to Quit Stalling test episode 000S. We're so close to episode 1, I can taste it. How are you guys? With me today is Mikhail over on my right. What's up, Mikhail?
What's up?
And right beneath me down here is the man of the plan, Mr. Frisbee Hand, Diego Z. What's up, Diego Z?
What's up,
Frisbee hand.
The Frisbee hand. I don't even play the sport anymore.
Hey man, but you're still irrelevant in it, all right?
Yeah,
don't think just because you don't play.
Thank you.
That you don't matter.
Which reminds me, I have to bring back the Frisbee podcast.
Ooh, yeah, dude.
The Ultiverse.
The Ultiverse podcast, man.
But I don't know. It's hard because, well, let's just say it's hard to get in touch with. It's hard to work with Emerson in time zones. I don't know how we do it with you, Mikhail.
Mikhail is contractually obligated as my girlfriend to show up on the show.
I don't really want to be. I'm here against my will. But it's fine.
Alright, so we're here on Quit Stalling, the show where we talk about everything pop culture and geek. This week we got a lot of stuff to talk about. SDCC just happened. And before you guys get excited, I'm sorry. We're saving a lot of the San Diego Comic-Con content for our conversation that'll happen sometime this week. So watch out for that. But we do have a lot of things to talk about today. But before we get to that, before all the news, guys, do you ever get that mind wipe feeling like, oh shoot, I almost knocked my mic off. I had this moment earlier.
Uh-oh.
I accidentally, on my phone, I accidentally held down, you know when you hold down on your iPhone or on your smartphone, and the icons start shaking around, like you can delete them and move them and everything. So
Yeah.
I accidentally moved one thing, and I had no idea what. And I looked back at my phone, and I was like, "What? It looks so different." And
like one thing shifted.
one thing shifted, and my whole world was changed. I had no clue what was wrong, but I was looking for things that weren't there, and you know it's so disorienting. And I'm trying to remember which buttons go where, and I just couldn't remember. And I wanted to bring it up, and I wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys ever get that feeling? Like, oh my god.
Did you ever figure out what happened?
Yeah. So what happened was when I got back home, I went on the toilet, and I was like, all right, Facebook. And I was like, oh, that's what's missing. So I moved it around.
Thinking chair.
Yeah. I sat on my thinking chair, and I was like, Facebook. So
Yeah.
I moved Facebook back, and everything was right in the world. And I wanted to bring it up to you guys because I wanted to feel like I wasn't alone.
I think it's kind of the same, you know, when you misspell a word and it just looks wrong. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I see it's right in front of my face, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's like, it's wrong, but what is wrong? I don't think that's ever happened to me actually.
Oh, really?
With a phone specifically.
Okay.
Is what I'm talking about.
But the mind wipe feeling,
I'm-
like feeling like shit, I should know this, but I can't. I swear to God, I can't
Yeah,
remember it.
it's the same like when you ask someone, hey, who was that actor in Boom, and then you're like, oh shit, I know this, but like when it's like on the tip of your tongue.
Yes,
kind of feeling?
yes, that is kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that happens a lot. That happens to me a lot. And then you see, this is the thing. This is the thing about the internet that kind of like ruins that feeling, because that feeling used to be like, it used to suck so bad, and you just had to figure it out. And then when you figure it out, it's like boom, yes, you got it.
Yeah.
But now, if you don't know who an actor is, if you don't know who someone is, and you fucking Google that shit, and it's all over. It's all over.
Technology is
I know.
making us dumber. Technology
Yeah.
makes us dumber.
It does. It makes it smarter. Makes the world smarter, but makes humans dumber, in my opinion.
It takes down the stress level so much though. Like you don't stress the whole day about like that one thing you couldn't remember.
That's true. But then like that makes your mind go, like your mind is constantly churning it out and you're trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I can imagine like Harold, that specific problem with Harold where you can't just Google which icon did I delete.
I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in a way, technology screwed you over, man, because there's no way that you
I want you to ask Siri that. You're on an iPhone, right, Harold? If you ask Siri, what was the last app I switched out? What was the last app that shifted?
That would be scary. I don't think that would be like
scary.
That would be scary. Then
I'm
Siri would be
sorry.
like, oh,
I'm sorry, I do not understand. Last icon I switched.
I gotta switch.
All right, so it's good to know that I'm not alone in this world. And in the end, isn't that all that we're looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Validation.
Okay, and speaking of being alone, I think this is the first time I've ever watched a movie alone. So we were talking about this on the last show. I was planning on going to watch Ghostbusters after the show. I ended up putting it off till the next day because I couldn't get the screening I wanted. Oh wait, what day did we do the show? We did it on Friday. No, I went that same afternoon. I went to watch Ghostbusters. I picked up a hot dog from Pink's because we have Pink's here now. I picked up a hot dog from Pink's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
You did not get taters?
We don't. I don't think they have taters in the.
Where's the Pinks at?
They built a Shangri-La in the fort in Bonifacio Global City, and it's right next to it. So yeah, it's pretty good. For me, it's worth the price. So I picked up a Pink's. Oh, sorry, what?
I had Pink's once. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
in LA.
dude. Yeah. I'm so glad they brought it here.
Delicious.
So I picked one up. I picked that bastard up. I got a strawberry milkshake with it. Went up, bought myself a ticket to Ghostbusters, and I saw the layout and it looked full. So I was like, oh man, I might have people sitting next to me and they'll see me eating my sloppy chili dog. The cool thing is I ended up being alone in my row, and I find out later on it's because traffic was unbearable and it rained and it didn't help. So I'm pretty sure everyone who reserved and bought a ticket that was around me couldn't make it to the theater in time because it was right after work. It was 5 o'clock. It was a 5 o'clock showing. So the people that probably thought, oh yeah, we'll make it in time. We'll leave work early. No, you got stuck in traffic, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So are you absolutely sure they were buying tickets to Ghostbusters?
Yeah, because they show you the screen, right? They show you like, okay, these are the available seats.
Yeah.
So I saw like my whole row was full and no one was there. The seats were like lazy boys. I got like cinema one, so I was like, it's good to be the king.
You could laugh out loud.
So
in the middle of this.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have a story about that later. So I watched Ghostbusters alone, and it was good. It wasn't as good as the original, and the theater might have had something to do with my enjoyment, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. And Kate McKinnon, dude, Holtzman stole the show.
Which one is that? Is that the ditzy one?
No, she's the blonde one from SNL, the one who does Hillary Clinton and Justin Bieber on SNL.
Okay, is she the one who was wearing the wig in the trailer?
Oh,
Or like
yes,
which
her,
one is she?
her,
Yeah, she's
yes,
that one, right?
her,
Okay. Sorry,
her.
guys, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, yeah, I've always had like this weird attraction to her on SNL. She's always like been super goofy. I've always found that attractive. But then like she channeled it so well in this movie. She felt like very genuine, and she stole the show. She's definitely the best part of that movie.
Ghostbusters. I should
so-
watch it.
yeah.
Because there's this guy. His name is Milo Yiannopoulos.
Okay.
He's like a
Greek?
super right wing conservative dude,
Okay.
but he's gay and he's British.
Okay.
He's terribly sorry
And-
about everything.
Yeah, he tweeted something about Ghostbusters and how he didn't like it because, like, although like, and this is just me. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give my opinion. But this is just me talking about what he said. And he said like how he didn't like it because all these women, they could do no wrong. Like they were just doing everything, like they were like so awesome, and all the men were like super idiots and like they were screwing up stuff, blah blah blah. And then when he said that, they banned him on Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
First
thing-
he's,
oh, yeah,
he's,
go-
he's already super controversial. So like that kind of, but yeah, they banned him on Twitter. And I just wanted, did it seem that way, Harold? Did it seem like they were like kind of demeaning men a little bit?
First of all, I like that you brought that up. First of all, how many movies have we seen where the women are not even sidekicks? They're like friggin' footnotes, like idiotic footnotes in the face of society. So, yes, they did do that. On a second note, it's a friggin' comedy. So,
Yeah.
it was
I was
very.
gonna say it's a movie for God's sake.
Yeah, it was
But
very
no,
appreciated.
Ghostbusters.
I think because my point here is
Mhm.
now said that is it okay to ban him from Twitter and take his opinion away because it's something that we all don't agree with?
Oh,
I think people have said worse over the years.
in terms of Twitter. Diego's right. Diego's right. In terms of Twitter, we've seen so much worse. So if that's why they banned him on Twitter, that was not justified. I have seen I have seen the most toxic of Twitter on Twitter, and I've avoided it. I've avoided it actively. So no, I don't think he should have been banned. But I don't agree with his opinions either. So I mean, that has nothing to do with my opinions on him being banned. Like, he shouldn't have been banned. People have the right to not follow him.
The thing is, people started following him even more. Like, first they just took off his verification. The first thing they did was they took off his verification. They're like, "Oh, you're not verified anymore, Milo." And then like, because they did that, he got 20,000 more followers like right off the bat. Boom. And then they banned him.
To the internet controversy.
Oh, man, it's just so weak on Twitter's part. Sorry, I've been recently getting into like a lot of like political left wing, right wing, like bullshit, like with all like the Black Lives Matter and no Blue Lives Matter, the cops, like because of all the shootings that have been happening here in the States. So
Yeah, something happened recently, right?
yeah, like what Milo's saying is the left is now becoming more like what the right used to be, because the right conservatives were always the ones being like, oh, you can't be this, you can't be that, and you gotta be this, and then the left wing is like all about freedom and stuff. But now the left is doing to the right what the right did to the left, and it's kind of like counteracting what they're thing, just because I'm not saying. See, it's getting too political. Never mind.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't
Back
we
to
be
pop
friends?
culture and geek stuff.
Yeah,
Oh my
back
God.
to pop culture and geek stuff. Well, we can do a political show.
Too much real world
Right.
stuff.
No.
I know, too
Oh
much
my
real
God. And do not want to do political show.
So
Not
oh,
that it's a political show, dude.
yeah,
Trump.
So Ghostbusters, go see it.
Yes,
Form
Ghostbusters.
your own opinion. I enjoyed it. Again, I don't think it's the greatest movie in the world, but it did its job. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I came in with no preconceived notions, and I loved it. The other movie I watched, because of the fact that I watched Ghostbusters and enjoyed it so much solo, I went and watched Star Trek the next day. Star Trek Beyond the Next Day. It's not called Star Trek the Next Day. So
Beyond the Next day.
It sounded like a Star Trek movie.
Title, right? Star Trek the Next Day.
Star
The
Trek.
next day.
So
And then
Trek the Next
it's
Day.
Captain Kirk waking up in his bed and there's like a friggin' orgy around him. Holy shit! What the fuck happened? That's how it
God
starts.
damn it.
That's how it starts, and then it's like 24 hours earlier.
It's a freaking,
I'm like, it sounds
it's a
like
freaking
it sounds
hangover.
Like the premise yeah, I was gonna say it's like the premise to Hangover. He wakes up. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, exactly. Star Trek.
Like,
Star Trek. The next day. Fuck that.
Star-
Man. We should
Star
make that
Trek
movie.
Next Day.
Oh my god. Yeah, it'll be a fan film. So another movie I enjoyed, but here's the thing. Midway through my hot dog, I realized the
Okay.
guy next to me
Ooh.
was a little
Happened
obnoxious.
I thought you said midway through my hot dog. I realized it was the guy next to me.
It was his hot dog.
Uh-oh.
Not that kind of show, guys. Not that kind of show.
And- No, like you accidentally picked up his like Smokies like bullshit hot dog, and then he had your
Whoops.
pinks, and he was like, "Oh my god, I don't remember it being this delicious." But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so I realized this guy was super obnoxious. He'd laugh the loudest when everyone was quiet, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for you enjoying the movie the way you want. But this guy was like in my ear, like he was right next to me in my ear, just like bellowing, like every time like something would happen on screen, like oh, it's the Spock, and I'm like, we see that.
Imagine
guy,
like, he literally faces you and starts laughing. Right?
So
Like give you a little narration.
yeah, dude, like, oh, Vulcans, and I'm like, we see that. We know they're Vulcans. So I didn't want to be rude. So what I did was I finished my hot dog, went down to the bathroom, washed my hands because it was a sloppy hot dog, ran back to the movie area. Well, yeah, it's still the movie area. Like, so I ran back to the seats and I sat in the first row because the first two rows were empty. Like, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to like give him looks or anything. But you know, like, I'm sure you guys have experienced that guy, right? You guys have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I was watching. No, go ahead, DZ. Go ahead. You go.
Oh, okay, because yeah,
I have a
would
story.
watch. So yeah, okay, let's finish mine, and yeah, I'll go to yours.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I had that experience too when I was watching Batman v Superman. Okay, the thing is, I was beside this kid who was okay. He was a kid. I could tell. Okay, this guy really loves comics because yeah, he was with his family and he was beside his younger sister. So like, when something would happen, you know, when you watch these comic book movies and
Wait,
you're with someone who
by
doesn't
kid,
know about.
by kid, you mean like little kid, or by kid you mean like he's like a teenager, like kid to us now?
Oh, sorry, like 10-year-old, pretty
Okay,
young. Okay,
Okay.
you know, so he's at that age where and it goes for same for us when we're watching a comic book movie with someone who's not so familiar. You just want to like tell them about all these references they see, and like, so he was kind of doing that to his younger sister. Like every time this thing would happen, like when something from the comic books would happen on the screen, he'd be like, he would like start whispering loudly to his younger sister. So it kind of got me annoyed, and like halfway through the movie, I had to tell them. I told him nicely in a nice way. Hey, kid, could you please keep it down? I'm just trying to watch. And he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry."
Oh, shit, DZ.
I was
telling
pissed
the
off.
Mr. Confrontation over here.
Pissed off.
I know.
Okay, but then anyway, fast forward to the end of the movie. Movie finished, and to my surprise, he even before he left, I see his family walking away, and then he comes back to me and says, "Hey man, like I'm sorry about earlier." And I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." I gave him a stink eye, just so he remembers it. But he still said sorry again, which was nice. But you know,
nice
I said nice. I didn't get mad because the whole cinema was packed.
Yeah.
Mhm. My question for you, DZ, though. What if Brock Lesnar was whispering to his kid sister everything that was happening in the movie? Would you still have it?
Okay.
Are we talking
First,
figuratively, or did he actually run into Brock Lesnar? Like, are we talking about like just some buff dude, or are we saying like it really is Brock
No,
Lesnar?
if it actually was Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. Well, okay. First, I'd ask for his autograph.
You'd be the annoying guy, right? Hey, Brock, look, this is Batman on the screen. Hey, Brock. Hey, Brock, that's Lex Luthor. Jesse
I'd be like,
Eisenberg's
hey, Brock,
Oh,
I bet you get
yeah.
F5. I bet you get an F5 Ben Affleck. You
yeah.
should have been Henry Cavill.
Yeah, hey, Brock, you should have been Batman, man.
I bet you could have made him
Maybe
bleed,
you
Brock.
could have been Doom.
My cinema story is exactly that. For me, the worst.
Met Brock Lesnar?
No. The worst people to watch a movie with are the narrators, the guys who are like, oh, yun na. Like I was watching
yeah.
way back when I was still in the Philippines. I was watching Snow White and the Huntsman. You guys remember that movie?
Yeah. Christopher Hemmingsworth.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I was watching with Julia, and then the people next to us, they were like they were just asking each other what was happening in the movie. Oh, sino yan? Ayun ata yung huntsman, yun ata yung huntsman. And it wasn't the huntsman. It was not him. It was somebody else. And then like they'd be like, ito na ata yung part na mag-aano sila, blah 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 blah. And then sabi ko na nga ba, like people like that for me are the worst people to watch
Oh
with.
man, yeah, that sounds painful.
those people are like so excited because they know everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because they know everything. But now, see, look at us now. Now we sound like such haters. We're sipping on that haterade.
We have become what we hated the most.
I know. Haters. Sipping on that haterade.
All right, so aside from my solo movieing and our hate for these types of people, what's been going on in your lives? Yeah. What's been going on in your lives, DZ?
Okay. Oh, speaking of movies, okay. So I haven't been doing anything new since the last show. So I guess I'll go with the latest movie I watched.
Ooh.
Is it July 25 already? Past.
27.
I watched Killing Joke.
Oh, okay. How did you find it?
The animated one?
Yes.
I've heard horrible things, but how did you find it?
Okay, wait. Have you guys watched it?
No.
I've read the comic. I haven't seen it.
I've read the synopsis of the comic.
Well, okay. In that case, it'll be fine. Because first point.
Spoilers.
Spoilers!
Oh yeah.
Spoiler
Spoilers.
alert!
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert!
The movie is an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
The first 30 minutes, as far as I know, have nothing to do with the comics.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It primarily because the last hour follows majority of it.
Okay.
So the last hour is exactly like the comic.
As far as I remember, because it was
Frame for frame.
Well, this is the thing. Killing Joke, I haven't read it in a long time, so I can't remember if they followed like every single panel. But they followed it pretty good, I'd say. I mean, right off the bat, 95%, but maybe just a few things are off, but I can't remember. But it was good. I like the last hour because from my point of view, they followed it pretty spot on. It's just that the first 30 minutes it's so dragged, has absolutely nothing to do with the Killing Joke.
Yeah.
With the Joker. And because with Joker and Batman, it was more of Batgirl.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think they're doing that because
they needed to fill the hour. 30 minutes.
Because they kind of have to like make you like Barbara Gordon, right?
Yeah, actually, maybe that's why.
So that when what happens feels like, you know.
Yeah, that's most likely why. I was just thinking because they needed to fill. If they stretched an hour and 30 minutes of the good stuff, it would destroy the whole story. So maybe that's why. That's how I saw it. But that's a better idea. That's a better one.
Yeah, because I feel like if you don't know who Barbara Gordon is, you don't know who Batgirl is. Then when it happens, you're just like, I don't really care. And they're probably trying to get you to like her so that when it happens, you feel for Batman.
Yeah, from what I heard,
though,
they did it in the not so good way. Like they told her story in a way that wasn't good. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah. Like I read a bunch of it. So DZ, how did you find it?
Okay, how did I find it? Okay. Wait, hold on.
Oh, dude, go ahead.
Research.
Okay, I love the fact that they got what's his name? the tip of my tongue is that thing when you just know who
Mark
it is
Hamill.
under your nose. Mark Hamill and
Mark Hamill.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
They reprised their
Conroy.
roles, so the voice acting again was superb. And
Yeah.
I think
And Tara
it
Strong.
was
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong,
man.
yeah. So it was an all-star cast. The voice acting was great.
All-star voice acting cast.
Yeah, I honestly say if not for that, if you're patient for those first 80 minutes, you will love it.
Okay.
Because the rest of the hour was great.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
All right, awesome.
So Mikhail, let's wrap this up. How are things in your life? What have you been up to since our last show?
Well, I've been up to anything recently. I watched Stranger Things, which is awesome. You guys have to watch it. Then we should talk about it.
Oh yeah.
It's like the perfect homage to Stephen King and Steven Spielberg. It's the best.
Okay.
Anyways, moving forward. That's what my weekend consisted of. But this weekend's gonna be even awesomer. I'm gonna be watching Liverpool versus AC Milan at
Cool.
Levi Stadium,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna be watching Kevin Hart on Sunday.
Oh.
So that's gonna so I'll have more shit to talk about my life next week.
Nice, dude. Oh, I'm excited for you, dude. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for myself. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned I also watched Louis C.K. recently. Who was also
No way.
so yeah, I watched him live at Oracle. He's so good.
So it was a big show.
He has
It
this-
was at Oracle.
Yeah, it was a big show. It wasn't full, but like I don't think they sold tickets for all the sections anyway. But
Yeah, they kept a smaller-ish.
But like the court was full of people. I was on the court, but like in the back. We got tickets like super last minute, like an hour before
Oh wow.
it started. Yeah, like literally an hour before it started, and then we just rushed to Oracle. And then he has this great segment about Matthew McConaughey and Magic Mike, but watch it because he was recording a special. So when his special comes out. you can
Oh,
watch
okay, yeah. I love watching these stand-ups. Before we get to the news, sorry, I keep saying that. Have you guys seen Bo Burnham?
Yeah, I've seen Bo Burnham.
Bo
He's the
Burnham-
guy who sings and stuff, right?
Yeah, he's so good, man. He's one of my new favorite comedians. He's probably like my top 2
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I watched him he was on Netflix. His special was on Netflix, I think.
Which one did you watch? What or the more recent one? Make Happy.
I think it was the more recent one.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Where he does Kanye.
I think so. I don't think I was watching it like in passing, like people were over and like they just put it on.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I'd suggest it. Bo Burnham, he does this whole introspective thing, and I don't know, like it's really good. It's really good. So I'd suggest that. So
All right, I'll check.
on that note, should we play a game? Oh no, we'll get to the news and then we'll play a game. All right.
The news.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Wait, where is?
News.
I see. Good news, everyone!
All right, it's the news. Wait, I gotta set up the thing with the thing. Okay, it's the news. All right, so
The news.
I want to bring this up really well. Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't fix out the cameras for this one. All right, so hey Arnold. Oh, there we go. Hey Arnold. So we finally, thanks to San Diego Comic-Con, we finally got our first looks at the updated models of Hey Arnold's cast. So one of the things that came out of Comic-Con, while I'm fixing all your cameras, one of the cool things that came out of Comic-Con was we actually got a look at the updated looks of the updated character models, pretty much. So they're going in a 6th grade. Craig Bartlett was talking about this. They're going in a 6th grade, so he didn't want to keep their 5th grade looks. So he updated their looks a little bit. And I wanted to show you guys some of these looks. So the story picks up where the last episode leaves off. So it's Arnold looking for his parents. He's a little sad. So that's the background stuff. Yeah, very sad, dude. I'm so happy that we're actually getting a conclusion to this story. Especially as an adult, because it probably means more now. Here we go. Talking about Craig Bartlett. And this is one of the shots. So this is one of the first shots they showed. And it's Arnold, Gerald, and Helga in front of the boarding house. At first glance, they look the same. At first glance, they look exactly the same. But if you look closely,
Helga looks exactly the same.
I have comparison shots.
Still
So,
looks pissed at everything.
so Gerald, as you can see, he gets a hoodie. His hair looks a little less coney and more Nick Young.
Mhm.
Nick Young.
Yeah,
More like all the kids these days wear it. You know?
yeah.
Undercut afro.
Yeah, there was this meme how they were talking about how his hair is so old and the show took so long to get back on that his hair is in style again.
Is in style again, yeah.
Yeah, so so you see Arnold, he's actually showing more layers. It's not just a shirt on top of a shirt. So it looks like his second shirt is a skirt. I didn't mean to rhyme,
Yeah.
but so yeah, his look is more defined now.
Now it's a jacket over a shirt over a shirt.
Over a flannel
Helga looks
shirt.
shorter.
And like there's a split in his shirt now, so it doesn't look like a skirt anymore.
Yeah, it's a very defined flannel shirt. And yeah, Diego's right.
Mhm.
Helga does kind of look shorter. Or maybe the boys
Right.
grew older and she stopped growing because...
Well, they're supposed to be on top of
Biology.
stairs, so I think it's just the art. Because like they're on top of stairs,
Oh, yeah.
so they're supposed to be kind of higher than where she's from.
That's
But
true.
she kind of looks the same height as them, so she might actually be taller.
Ooh.
Like
All right, so
from this perspective.
I want to show this. So here's here's a bit of a scale. They were talking about how Abner gained a bit of weight. So, and Grandpa,
Pig.
Grandpa Phil looks exactly the same, except again his clothes. So here's a shot of Arnold, the new Arnold, and you could really see the flannel shirt is like split, so it's very defined now. He looks a little older. I don't know how they do this. He looks a little older than his old look. They do the same thing with Ash in Pokemon, where they just add like 1 or 2 lines, and he looks significantly older.
It's older, right?
Yeah. So they did something with him. And I wanted to get your thoughts. Like, what do you guys think of these updated looks?
I like them. I don't think they were necessary, but it's a nice touch.
It
Like,
really is.
Like you still wear like the same clothes you wear to school the year after, in my opinion. But I like it because it different. Like you really have to differentiate that this was the old show and this one is the new show that they made. So
Oh, actually, that's a good
I think
point.
it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
yeah.
DZ, what do you
It
think
is a
about
nice
these updated
Okay.
looks?
Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Did you guys ever follow SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a point where the animation kept changing and changing, and there was a point where it got kind of boring and bad.
I think so. I think
Sort
I
of.
think I get what you mean. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, what's good, number one, is that I like that they're retaining the somewhat look of each person. They're changing it a bit, but it's not drastic. It still looks like it was a show from the 90s. It's just that, well, if we're strictly talking about art, I like it. It didn't drastically change it. In SpongeBob, you can see such a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
But as for a show, I mean, if we're gonna comment also on like expectations of the show, I'm just wondering if they're gonna make the humor or the the script basically to fit us, because that was our generation kind of thing, or
Yeah.
if it's gonna be
Yeah.
if it's gonna cater to the younger audience. That's my only
That's
problem
true.
with it. But art wise, I like the art. I really like it.
I mean, the only way that I see them being, because since it was only a year after, they kind of have to set everything still in that time. So they're not going to have like, iPhones and the cameras and all that bullshit that, kind of sort of relates to how they do comedy or like shows for the younger generation. Like they always implement those things. So I'm hoping, like what you said, that they do cater it to us. I think they are going to do that because it's still the same showrunner, the same creator is still part of it. So I don't think anything much is going to change.
Yeah. All right, so I want to show you guys a couple more looks. So here is Gerald's. Oh, shoot. There we go. Here's Gerald's.
You mean Gerald?
Gerald.
Harold?
Yeah, actually, I wonder if he keeps his like super low voice after his tonsillectomy.
Oh, Moonlight.
On Moonlight, babe. And here's his old look. So like you guys can see like the comparison. It's a hoodie instead of a shirt now. He looks kind of shorter actually.
He looks
They
like
kept
he looks like a jock with
Yeah,
that sweater.
He looks more like a jock now, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rocking 33 too.
I'm liking Phoebe's hair though.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me get to that. Diego's skipping ahead in the notes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
No,
I just
no.
like Phoebe's hair.
I'm just kidding. Here we have Helga. So you'll really notice a difference now with Helga. The stripe on the shirt is changed. Instead of it being in the middle, like somewhere in the middle of the shirt, it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Now
so
there are 3 tones of pink.
now there are 3 tones of pink. And her shoes are colored, so yeah, she still has the same look. You know, she's still super annoyed at life.
This one, like, I feel like everybody else got a very drastic change. Helga looks exactly the same in my
I
opinion.
know, right? She kind of got the short shrift on this one.
Yeah.
She just got
Like
short.
at least everybody else got like another article of clothing. Hers just changed.
Hers is just like the color changed.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. Who am I kidding? I'm trying to defend it. Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here, dude, this one, Phoebe, dude, like, May is Bay, like she's giving off those May vibes, those Overwatch May vibes in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hair. She's rocking the hair.
It's
The
a, it's
ponytail.
that,
She's
in the
rocking a
back.
skirt now.
it's
She's a
that
little bit more
confident look.
outgoing.
yeah, she looks
Yeah.
very confident. It's all that dating a jock, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she holds Gerald's hand.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
look at how she used to look, and look at how she looks now. Like, what?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
It's like they adapted to a modern generation, but at the same time, they're still keeping the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these still look like, 90s looks. It still looks like something that people would wear in the 90s, not necessarily what people would wear today.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so
It's funny. These kids are like what, grade 5 now, or grade 4?
Grade 6, I
they're,
think.
they're in the 6th grade now for this
6th
upcoming
grade. I thought
show.
it was only a year that passed.
Yeah.
They were grade 5, weren't they?
I thought they were grade 4, because the 5th graders are the ones who are the bullies.
I think
Right.
they graduated one level sometime in the show.
During the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah. So to wrap it up, the episode's gonna be out on Thanksgiving next year. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit to find out what happens to Arnold's parents. I bet they're dead.
So 20 cents so in
Oh my
a
god,
year and a half from now?
Yeah, a year and a half from now, dude.
What? That's
Too long.
Too long.
It's too long.
I just can't wait to see what costumes Grandma is gonna start
Oh!
wearing, because every single episode she's wearing something different.
That's true. That's so true.
And she'll always have the trademark like karate outfit.
Yeah, dude. Grandma was awesome.
And she
dude.
starts cutting her food with her hands. Ah!
I remember that. That was awesome. Yeah, so we do have to wait a year and a half, and they haven't mentioned, because it's gonna be a 2-parter, and then I think they're saying that it's gonna lead to a new series, so it's gonna be a bit of a wait, and I hope they give us the 2 parts like back to back, and then the series, they can give us the series whenever. I just want to find out what happens to the parents.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I say one more thing?
Yeah, dude, go ahead. Fire
Maybe
away.
the best plot twist of this whole thing is Harold.
Harold Berman.
Yeah, next thing you know, he's so jacked and like ripped.
Or he goes Neville Longbottom, where he just loses weight, and like the weight loss
Yeah.
makes him look really good.
Yeah, just like his face change becomes like that.
Big Patty is a lucky girl. I'm just saying. All right,
She
so
becomes Bay.
she becomes Bay. All right, so on the same Nickelodeon tune, who here remembers Double Dare?
I do not remember Double
I
Dare.
do not remember Double Dare.
You guys don't remember Double Dare? So Double Dare was a game show similar to Figure It Out and Global Guts. It's kind of a mix of Figure It Out and Global Guts, where you'd have like a Family Feud style question and answer round, and then you'd have physical challenges where at the end you'd like go through an obstacle course, and each member would have to look for a flag. So one member would look for a flag inside a nose. a giant nose.
Yeah, actually, I remember this. I remember the 2000 one.
Yes,
Double Dare
yes, Double Dare 2000. And you know, there'd be like the really huge hamster wheel that you'd have to make light up all the way to the top.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Kyle Hill of Nerdist fame. Let's see if I could find a picture. He went through the Double Dare course during San Diego Comic-Con with a bunch of other semi-famous people.
People who are not Kyle Hill.
People who are not Kyle Hill, pretty much. So, for those of you guys who are thinking, Kyle Hill, that sounds familiar. Kyle Hill is the guy from Nerdist who does Because Science.
Because Science.
So
I love that show.
Yeah, dude. So he explains. Yeah, I love that show too. So he explains all the possible ways pop culture science fiction could actually work. So that's
Because Science.
Because Science. So that's his shtick on Nerdist, and he's been he's around our age. He's about a year or two older than us, but he grew up with all this stuff. He grew up with all the Nickelodeon stuff, and like me with the Aggro Crag, he's been dying to run the Double Dare course for, I don't know, 20 years. Yeah, it's been 20 years. So he went on with you're gonna see in this picture with people like Kel. A couple of guys from IGN, you know, they participated in a Double Dare show, I guess you could call it a show, at Comic-Con. And it was a blue team versus the red team. I don't think anyone was famous on the red team, but the blue team absolutely wrecked them, pretty much because of Kyle. Look at how intense his face is. This was right.
It's pretty serious.
This was right before they ran the friggin' obstacle course, and he ran the hamster wheel, the 1-ton hamster wheel. He did it in like 3 seconds, and then like with his momentum taking him around the hamster wheel, and he started like rolling through the hamster wheel. Like,
yeah.
this guy was intense.
You know who he is? You know who he is? He's that guy who kept watching all these shows and like, why can't you do it like this? And then since he's on it now, he's like, this is how it's freaking done.
This is how it's done, man.
Dude, yes,
So
that's exactly who he is.
Yeah.
So he just absolutely destroyed the course. Like whenever he'd know the answer to the questions, he'd buzz in and he'd be like that. So you guys should check out the video on Nerdist. I'll put a link in the show notes if I remember to. I always say this. Yeah. I always say I'll put a link in the show notes and I forget. But yeah, it was hilarious. Like I imagine doing the same thing in the Hidden Temple. I imagine like I do the same thing on Global Guts. Like, get the friggin' ball in the net. All you have to do is kick it. It's not that hard. Yeah. Sure, you're suspended.
If anything, like he's proved. You know how like whenever you say that, it's like, oh man, it's easier like said than done. Like Kyle did it. And it's like, dude, if you watch it enough and you figure out how to do everything, you're gonna do it the right way.
And you'll have this face.
Yeah.
Look at us here. Kel's like, ah, man, we're gonna have a good time. Kyle's just like,
no.
Oh, I'm gonna win.
This is my only chance to win, and I'm gonna do it.
That is Kel, right? From Keeping It Kel.
Yeah.
So,
my God.
Have you guys heard Kel's voice recently?
No.
Welcome to Good Burger.
It's like someone swallowed a ton of rocks and started like just talking. Like he has the graveliest voice. It's like someone took sandpaper and just sanded his throat raw. He has the rawest voice ever now. Like I hear it's because he did like a lot of like drugs and stuff. So
that would make sense.
Yeah, dude.
He's really doing the role as the guy from Good Burger.
He's Ed.
He's like, welcome to Good Burger.
What kind of drugs did he do, though? I'm curious.
From what I heard, it was like pretty hardcore stuff. Yeah.
Are these drug allegations true? Because like almost every Nickelodeon star who's gone MIA. Okay, remember Steve from Blue's Clues? They said he went to drugs.
But he did.
Well, he went to like a hardcore like screamo band.
Yeah,
and then
he went metal. Steve went metal.
I think in order to do all these shows, you have to be on drugs, man, because. Especially like back then, like the 80s, the 90s, where like cocaine was like the drug of choice.
Oh damn,
you know,
dude.
That's what happened to like heroin. Was also the drug of choice.
And like you said, the amount of shows these people would have to do, like they tape like X amount of shows in a day. Kirk Fogg was
Yeah.
talking about how hard it was. Like he'd have like a couple of protein bars in his fanny pack because that's all he'd probably have
Yeah.
to eat for the day.
And dude, and Kirk Fogg was actually interacting with people. Steve from Blue's Clues had to talk to an imaginary dog, dude.
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
gosh.
Oh yeah,
So
if you just
bad.
imagine. I can only imagine like when he takes a bath. I'm never gonna look at that soap
Yeah.
bar again.
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch? You guys watch the last episode of Steve where he introduces whatever the new guy's name
Joe?
was?
Joe.
Yeah,
Joe.
whatever.
He's
like-
I super love that episode.
Yeah, like you could see like he's supposed to be sad, but he was so happy that he was leaving. Like, I don't think he could contain himself.
I'm free.
He's supposed to be sad, but then he was like, "Yeah, but I left you in good hands. So I'm gonna get the fuck
Okay.
out of here."
And then you see Joe, he's the one who's like who has the sad face. That
Yeah, it's
he's
like,
supposed to be happy when he's sad. He's like, I'm dealing with this shit now.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, well, you do hear interviews with Steve Burns, and he talked about the real reason why he left, and he left because he was starting to bald, and he didn't want to go through that on TV. He didn't want to wear a wig. He didn't want to do
Oh,
anything.
really?
Yeah, that was the real
Yeah.
reason.
No, I think that was his PC answer, man. That's his political correct answer. We know why he. Watch that episode and look at his eyes and you'll see why.
Look at the joy and relief in his eyes.
Yeah,
I just couldn't wait for my contract to end.
I know.
Oh man.
Killed Blue.
Yeah. He killed Blue. Oh my god. No, but you sorry, I don't want to drag this up, but you brought up a good point where Kirk Fogg interacts with people. Maura Quirk and Michael Malley talk to like a huge audience and a bunch of kids, but Steve is sitting there on a really weird set where it's a 2D set with 3D furniture, and he's talking to things that aren't there. They don't even have like
Exactly.
in the movies where they have like that tennis ball they move around like where your eyes can
Yeah.
focus. No, dude, Steve is making all this shit up, and like he's praying to God that he's not making a fool out of himself. You're right, dude. Like that,
Yeah.
that shit is hard.
And
like,
he has to talk to the camera.
and-
Like,
yeah.
talk to kids. Have you seen Blue, my puppy?
Oh my
Fuck
gosh.
yeah!
They have like a bunch of adults saying, "It's there, you fucking dumbass."
Oh my
Yeah.
god. No, dude, that's true. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. Like that would have driven me nuts. I actually kind of want to
Like
try that
I really think his balding answer was super like tongue in cheek. Like that was his like. That's why I left. What are you gonna do about it? Like no,
PR,
that's
man.
not why he left.
No, but he sounded so
Here.
sad though when he was talking about it. Like, don't make me go back there. Oh man.
But
Very
one
good.
thing I just want to add one more thing. I really like the way I would always tell myself this when I was a kid. I love the way he would draw the
Yeah, yeah. I think that
But
wasn't
then-
him though.
Yeah, that's why it was only. I now thinking about it just now. I just realized that 30 seconds ago, it's just someone who they just cut their.
Yeah, it's always
you
just
know,
his hand.
yeah, it's just some random person's hand. Could be anyone. Like I just, yeah, that's true. It could have been someone else drawing it. I always thought it was him. It's like a lie.
You know what? We
know.
should
Oh, yeah,
watch an
sure.
episode and look at that. We should analyze that one of these days.
Let's watch that last episode.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because-
That's the one.
Man,
you know what? Okay, that's the title of the episode. We just got a letter.
we just got a letter.
Just got a letter.
Oh
We
man.
just got a
All
letter.
right. Less depressing news, but still pretty awesome. Oh no, not really awesome. This is still pretty sad. Charlie Hunnam. No Hunnam for old men. Charlie Hunnam sadly will not be in Pacific Rim 2, and I'm kind of annoyed by this.
Governor.
Gavna. Charlie Hunnam was one of the great things about Pacific Rim. Accent, unable to hold his accent aside. I still could not figure out where he was supposed to be from. Like, they say he's American, but he's lying, dude. Those papers were fudged.
I doubt.
So,
No one in America has a last name Hunnam.
Hunnam.
It
No,
sounds like an English name. I'm sorry, an English last name.
Yeah,
That's
no.
the-
His character's name was like Raleigh, like.
Riley.
Ah.
No,
Oh,
did you guys ever watch him in Sons of Anarchy?
I've seen clips, especially with him next to Hellboy, but I've never watched the whole episode.
Yeah, no, it's I watched like a couple of seasons and it's really good. It's super action packed. But Pacific Rim is him, and Pacific Rim is him in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh man, so he can't keep his accent
way that-
either.
Yeah, but he's so good. Like he's so charming. You know, you
Yeah.
just can't help but like it.
Well, he's gonna be in like King Arthur, so I'm guessing his
Oh,
real
yeah.
accent will shine.
Oh yeah, I saw that trailer.
Yeah, that looks good. That thing looks good. Okay, so before we talk about King Arthur, yeah, so Charlie Hunnam is not going to be in Pacific Rim 2. He stated that it's a scheduling thing because they couldn't get it off the ground, and he had commitments to film other things, and he also said, and I'm pretty sure this is the real reason. He also said it's partially also because of politics. So I mean, I'm sure it's the same politics that ensured that Guillermo del Toro is not going to be directing the sequel, which is called Pacific Rim Maelstrom. Sorry, you mentioned money.
So who's directing it?
Justin Lin from. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure. Let me check.
Fuck that bullshit.
While you're looking, I just want to say I cannot wait to see how they're gonna kill off Riley. I'm sure they're gonna come up with some bullshit excuse like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna call it out. This is what the premise of this whole story is. It's gonna begin where it's gonna show like it's been years in the future already, for sure. And then somewhere along those years, he dies in like because they start popping out again. The kaiju start popping out, and like as he was defending the world because of a surprise that he dies, and then like now we're all back in the war against these things.
Oh yeah.
So that's the beginning.
Kill him off. Just gonna kill him off in some news story or like weird monologue.
Weird monologue background. What was the name of the their
Jaeger? Gypsy Danger.
Gypsy Danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the pilots of Gypsy Danger. Blah blah blah. And like the
Mako and Raleigh.
Yeah, they fought hard, but
he was only able to save her, but he had to sacrifice his life.
Yeah.
And she walked her Jaeger all the way back to the shore.
Yeah. And then they cut there, and then they play the original Pacific Rim. After that.
Again.
It's all over again.
Oh man! So directing it is Stephen S. DeKnight, most known for his Daredevil Netflix directing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's gonna be alright, I guess. I mean, it's just gonna be weird not having Charlie Hunnam there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be called Pacific Rim Maelstrom. Let me get I don't think I have a picture of the Maelstrom. Oh, there. I have a picture of the Maelstrom. The thing is, yeah, they probably will do the whole Will Smith in Independence Day thing where he died testing out a new Jaeger. So so I don't know, like I don't know how they'll handle it. I still hope they find a way to squeeze him in. You know, it's not done until filming starts, so who knows, right? So
that's true. They could still get Justin Lin in there, man. You never know. I'd like to see.
I mean, Star Trek was good, yes, but you know, it's Justin Lin.
Honestly, I couldn't really. Actually, I really don't care who is cast. I just want to see freaking giants punching each other, and I'm happy. I don't care who the actors are.
The greatest thing about it.
Yeah. All right, so Brie Larson has been officially announced as Marvel Studios' Captain Marvel. This is one of the biggest announcements in San Diego Comic-Con, and like I mentioned at the top of the show, we're going to be going in-depth on a lot of the bright spots of SDCC in one of our conversation episodes this upcoming week. But I wanted to bring this up because it's pretty big news, you know. Captain Marvel is a pretty big character nowadays in Marvel. And to be played by someone as good as Brie Larson... You say a different Brie Larson. It's pretty cool, you know. It's a huge role, and you see the picture she tweeted. She doesn't really look like Captain Marvel here, but no, not this one. This one.
But
see, the one she has a hat on.
She's got the Captain Marvel hair. She.
Wait, Mikhail, can you see Harold's screen? I can't see the share screen.
No, I can't see the share screen. Actually.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Yeah,
I've been talking about the stuff that's on the screen the whole time. Oh my gosh.
yeah, we kind of like we just ad-lib based on what you were saying.
Damn it, boys. There. So she's got the Captain Marvel hair. In my opinion, oops, I minimized Skype.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion,
There's this
That's like the Miley Cyrus hair now, actually.
sorry.
There's a really nice comparison photo. If you go to the tweet where she says "Call me Captain Marvel," it's one of the replies, and the hair is like almost exactly alike.
Oh,
where
wow.
She's with the hat, right? Where she's holding the hat and the Marvel
Yeah,
Studios
that's the tweet, and then if you look at the replies, there's one of this guy posted a picture where she looks like really exactly like the hair.
Oh, wow.
Almost.
Let me look
She's
for
not
that. Let me
blonde.
look for that.
Yeah, there I see it. Awesome.
How are you guys searching this stuff so fast?
Well, because we're not like producing the show at the same time like you are.
Yeah, so
No excuses. No excuses.
Harold, once you get fiber, BLDT sponsorship, you're gonna have a blast.
Do you have fiber?
Diego does, yeah.
Yeah, I have fiber.
Okay, which one is it? Is
And,
it the one that says, "Oh, Captain, my Captain"?
No, just look for the tweet where she says "Call me Captain Marvel."
Okay, let me Control F that.
It's in the web link you gave us. For
Yeah, it's in the link we gave.
Oh,
us.
there, I see it. Let me bring it up
Anyway,
on the screen.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen it. It's one of her tweets.
Yeah.
It was tweeted on July 24.
I still think the
and she
picture I'm
said-
showing right now looks more like it, but this is a good side-by-side one.
Yeah,
Oh, but that's the
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's the one. That's the one from the tweet we saw.
Yeah.
No, the one you showed is exactly like the one on the right, but now you could really see how even like their face kind of looks almost the same, like the dimensions of their faces.
Because they're Caucasian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Caucasian. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, this is great news. I mean, she's an Academy Award-winning actress. We know she's got the chops. Was she in 21 Jump Street?
She might have been. I think that was her.
I think she was the love interest of what's his name?
Okay.
Jonah Hill.
Let me check her discography or whatever you call it.
I think you're right.
Filmography.
Yeah, that was
She
her.
was also in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah,
She was in 21 Jump Street. She was mom.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm excited for this. I do think she needs to bulk up a little bit to play Captain Marvel. I hope she's willing to do that and not let the suit do it.
If Gal Gadot can do it, she can.
Gal Gadot. See, here's the thing. Gal Gadot didn't.
Okay. Gal Gadot.
gain- No, it's pronounced Gadot
She is gay?
because she's Israelite.
Israel.
So,
okay.
Gal
Gal
Gadot
Gadot.
got lean, but she didn't pack on weight. What I'm saying is I think Brie Larson needs to pack on a little weight because Captain Marvel is a bit more of a physical role. I mean, I'm not saying Wonder Woman isn't a physical role.
Wonder Woman is also a very physical role, though.
Yeah, I was actually hoping
Brie is
Gal
pretty
Gadot
skinny.
could pack on more weight than she did. But I mean,
Yeah.
she's making it work. But yeah, Brie Larson's also
Yeah.
kind of thin.
She's small. She's really thin.
Look at Michael B.
Yeah,
Jordan, though.
Michael
On the
B.
left.
Oh yeah, dude.
That guy.
Adonis
My
Creed.
homie right there.
Adonis Creed, dude. I love. By the way, I loved Creed. I watched it recently.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it got me up to run at 4 a.m. and I was like, "What am I doing? I'm not gonna be a
What
professional
happened to me
athlete."
to watch that? But the only reason I don't want to watch it because it's not Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone got
He's there.
robbed of an Oscar, in my opinion.
You think?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he doesn't play himself. I mean, isn't he? I don't know. It's like you'll know. I don't know. When it comes to Oscars, like I like choosing people who, when they play this role, you won't even recognize that it's this guy.
So just give it to Oscar Isaac every year.
Yeah, no, I just think because the role is really good, and you see the thing about the Oscars.
Then again,
and
yeah,
I'm gonna get into it again.
Oh,
politics. Okay, go.
Very political, you know. come on, Leo should have won like a long time ago, but they gave a lot of political awards, you know, where it's just like, oh wait, we gotta give it to this guy because this, that.
Because he's retiring.
Yeah. Gotta give it to them. Gotta give all the awards to American Sniper, even though it wasn't really that great.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta get, you know, we
Why
gotta get to
did
Brie Larson.
American Sniper win so much?
Dude, that movie was so because it's about the World War. You know how America loves war.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
all right. I think.
But Bradley Cooper was. I mean, Bradley Cooper got so big for that.
Yeah. So yeah, like he was always jacked, but he got like fucking like
Jack like anything. He's like,
Lou Ferrigno.
I'm a raccoon.
Yeah. Have you guys watched Pumping Iron?
No, I have
what's
not. What is that?
The documentary about the 1978 Mr. Olympia, where Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger like face off.
Oh no, I've not seen
It
that.
might be on Netflix if you guys have Netflix, but it's pretty cool.
When they're
Okay.
facing off,
Like-
they just like flexing in front of everyone. That's I can imagine how they face off.
Yeah,
Or
pretty
they-
much. Like it was a Mr. Olympia competition, and they both joined. And it's like it follows their path leading up to it, and like how Arnold is already like the established, you know, monster that he is, and Lou
Was this
Ferrigno's like coming
pre-Terminator?
up. This is pre-Terminator. This is before he went Hollywood.
Okay.
This was his last Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, no
Or second
offense,
to the last.
no
He-
offense to Arnold and Lou Ferrigno, but the best face-off for me will always be Derek Zoolander and Hansel.
So I thought you were gonna say John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Oh shit!
in
Okay.
Face Off.
That would have been a good one. I'm sorry. I missed
Face-
that one. I missed the boat on that one. Okay, and I think it's time for a game. Let me find the theme song for that. It's time for a game. All right, guys, it's time. It's time for Quit Stalling Feud. So, guys, today on Quit Stalling Feud, I'm gonna make you guys answer a couple of surveys. Well, no, I'm not gonna make you answer surveys. I had people answer surveys, and it's your job.
Okay.
It's your job to determine which of these answers, or it's your job to guess which are the answers, and you get points based on the answers you give. So, sorry, my throat is dry.
Throats dry.
My throat is dry.
What is dry?
So you get. Shoot, I think the music's a little loud. Might be just right.
I
Okay.
can barely hear it.
You can barely hear it? Okay. So, you guys are going to get 3 answers each. And we're going to see which ones show up on the board. We don't have an actual board. I'm sorry about that.
It's kind of like Family Feud, right?
Yeah, this is exactly like
What's up?
Family Feud. So, you guys are going to get... We're not allowed to say it, Diego! We're not allowed to say it on the
Oh my
show!
god.
This is kind of like Family Feud, right? No, it's exactly like.
What is Family Feud? I don't know what that's Family.
Okay,
Game.
so you guys are gonna get three answers each, based on the question.
Okay, Steve.
Based.
Hey, I didn't say anything this time.
Dude, that guy he has a radio show, then he records like 10 Family Feuds a day, and then he
my
has
God.
like fucking 15 books or something.
Oh
Steve
my
Harvey, he hustles for that money, man.
Dude,
Steve
yeah,
Harvey
that guy's like
the
Chris
best.
Hardwick. That guy's like Chris Hardwick, hardest working people in showbiz. All right,
Yeah.
so
Go
guys,
on.
let's get to it. I'm gonna ask you guys to name a fruit you never buy just one of. And okay, so we're gonna do Mikhail, Diego. So Mikhail goes first, Diego goes second, and I'm gonna ask you guys to answer, and we're gonna see if any of these are on the board, and you guys are gonna be assigned points based on how many people guessed the same thing out of our survey. So
Okay.
let's say you say apples. Just as an example. Theoretically.
Sure.
Theoretically. I will give you guys like 30 points because 30 people answered apples. Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so without further ado, let's get to Quit Stalling Feud. All right. So, Mikhail, name a fruit. Name a fruit you would never buy. Just one of.
Saging puser. Saging. Banana.
Is that your final answer?
No, yeah, banana.
You're killing me here. You're killing me here. So you say you're saying banana?
Yeah, banana. Yes, Steve. Banana.
Judges. He says banana. Wait, where's the sound? Where's the sound effect for this? There should be there should be sound effects for this. I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. There should be a there should be a sound effect right now. Right, okay, here we go. Apple. Oh my gosh.
It's a banana.
Banana.
Sorry,
It's saging.
banana.
For
All right, you got it right. So we do have bananas. Mikhail, you get 12.
Wait.
12 points. 12 points.
I have to object to that because bananas are not fruits; they're berries.
Really?
Take it to the high court. Take it to the high court, contestant.
Okay, I'm gonna
Take it to the high court,
You
DC.
Google it. Oh, I swear to God. Okay, wait. I'm gonna Google it. Bananas, fruit or berry?
Aren't berries fruits anyway?
Yeah, are berries fruits?
No, they are not. Okay, bananas are berries. They are derived from a single flower with more than one ovary, making them an aggregate fruit. True berries is simplified. Whatever. Sorry.
An aggregate.
Come on.
Moving on.
I swear to God, I don't
DC
think
just-
bananas.
You just owned yourself, man. Like,
No.
you claimed something.
Shut up.
You did the research. You just. Anyways, I get 12 points.
Okay, anyways.
Well, obviously. Okay, fine.
Yeah, man.
I got something. I got a rebuttal to that.
Okay, Mikhail
Okay.
gets 12 points. DZ, name a fruit you would never buy just one of.
Now I just realized how stupid that was. Of course, freaking banana. Of course, berries are fucking fruits.
We're so honest.
Oh my God. I hope no one listens to the show. Son of a bitch.
Play of the game.
Shut up.
Hey, bananas aren't fruits. Oh wait, they are.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get so much flack for this shit.
Name a fruit you would never buy one of. I'm just trying to run a game show here, people. I'm just trying to run a game show here.
Okay. I know.
So, what's your answer, DC?
Grapes.
Grapes, judges.
I don't think grapes are... Oh shit, I think that's the number one answer.
I think grapes are berries.
Okay.
Judges, do we have grapes?
Shit.
Judges, do we have grapes? Yes, we do have grapes, DZ. I will give you 44 points.
44 was that the number one answer?
Yes, that is the number one answer. So, Mikhail, you got some ground to make up. So, DZ, you have 44 to Mikhail's 12. You each have 2 more guesses. God damn it, I'm crying.
Am I next?
Yes, for the love of God, you are next.
Strawberries.
Are you sure these are berries?
Wait, I think there's a discrepancy when it comes to that. Okay, wait, I'm gonna see.
No, easy. It's okay, man. It's okay.
No.
Just play the game.
He wants
I
the
think they're
W.
vegetables.
See, this is what we were talking about, man. DZ's hustling. He wants a W. Okay, judges,
Strawberries.
Let's get up on the board. Do we have
Berries.
strawberries? We do!
You might be right. I think strawberries aren't berries, actually. I think I heard that.
They're
Okay.
just fruits.
You're right,
Yeah,
Mikhail.
there's-
Strawberries are on the board. I will give you 8 points. So you are.
What?
You are. Hey man, blame America. I'm just trying to run a show here.
Alright, go on.
Trying to run a show with berries here. DZ, you are still in the lead with 44 to Mikhail's 20.
Awesome.
All right.
Huh.
Hey, bring up the music again.
Fruits.
Alright, so-
I don't think there's any chance for me to get back unless he gets 0 here. And I get the second best answer.
You still have a chance. Don't count yourself out, son. Don't count yourself out. All right, so DZ, name a fruit you would never buy just one of.
Fruit you never. I just. Oranges.
Ooh, oranges.
Just gonna check if they're fruits.
I bet DZ's googling this. That's a real thing he's googling.
I know.
No, I'm not googling. I'm just googling if they're fruits.
They're fruits or not.
Berries.
I'm just kidding.
Judges, Diego said oranges. Do we have oranges? Yes, we do have oranges. Congratulations, DZ.
Yes.
Oranges have given DZ an extra 13 points. Wow, this lead is insurmountable.
Insurmountable.
It is gonna take a miracle for Mikhail to come back
Not
out
with
of
my
this
next
one.
answer, Steve. Not with my next answer.
It was all right. You get one theoretical point. All right. So
I think I'm gonna take the lead with this one.
all right.
Okay.
All right. This
No.
is the big one. This is Mikhail's last guess, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
This will determine whether or not DZ will still have to guess. So Mikhail, name me
Also,
a
do
fruit.
I really still have a chance?
Yeah, you still have a chance.
Okay.
Okay. Name a fruit you would never buy just one of.
Apples.
Oh, he went with apples. Oh, he went with apples. I should not have said it earlier. Okay.
What's that?
I should not have said it earlier because I just thought of the first fruit that came to my mind. I could have said
That's the reason
dragon
why I didn't
fruit.
say it is because maybe that was really just an
Hey
example.
man,
And
you
no
didn't
one-
take it off the table. I'm
I
saying-
know, dude. I could have
Yeah,
said
but-
dragon fruit. I swear to God.
Hey, come on. How people buy fruits on their own? And they buy apples on a singular. By the
We're
singles.
talking about Americans here, not
Okay.
not regular
fine.
people. Talking about the scum of the
Regular people. Oh my God. All right.
You American.
We're gonna go with apples. Oh, let me stop the music real quick.
bushel of apples.
Ooh, a bushel of apples. All right,
I might be wrong.
You might be wrong. You might be completely right. DZ, are you ready?
Yeah.
Mikhail, are you ready to find out?
Ready. Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, judges. Suspense is building. Judges. Mikhail said apples.
I don't know what was it?
Sorry?
Uh,
Oh, did it not
Did I
play?
get it?
Gosh dang it. Yes, you did
No.
get it right. You got it right. Apples,
many
Mikhail.
points?
With apples, you pull ahead by 1 point with 38 more points. So you are
You're fucking
ahead
kidding.
with 58, and Diego's behind with 57. Diego, you just need one more point.
Oh fuck! I can still lose to the guy who thought that bananas weren't a fruit.
You fucker.
Oh god! Oh god! I don't
Oh,
want to
this
do
is
it. This is- okay, look at DZ. Look at DZ. So focused, so calm.
Okay. Wait,
So smooth.
Special, when you ask
the
these 100
watermelon.
No, you do. No one buys watermelon.
Gen
Okay.
Z, black people buy watermelon by the dozens. Okay, so you could possibly use this as your answer.
I'd
Come on.
say that. Okay, wait, no, I'm not gonna pump that shit.
We
Alright,
we
when
just
you-
lost
when you
our
surveyed
African American
100
fan
people-
base.
From which country did you survey this?
America.
What? Are you serious?
I have a
Yeah.
feeling it's the actual Family Feud survey.
God.
I'm legally.
Jaguzi,
You are not. I'm legally obliged to not answer that.
Jaguzi Lanzones.
Okay. I want to say mangoes, but the thing is that this is really from the U.S. They don't. I mean, mangoes are not native to the States.
They're kind of rare there. They got those like pink mangoes.
We have like the weird mangoes over here.
Yeah,
But we still got mangoes, dude. I think grapefruit is also a very safe answer.
I couldn't know. Tomatoes are vegetables, though.
Hey, let me keep playing the music.
Are you
This is
sure?
So bad.
Tomatoes have
That's
seeds,
fine.
Jaguzi.
I'm sure tomatoes because they're from the ground.
This is so bad.
Fruits are from trees.
I just want to say I'm gonna clip this whole segment out and I'm gonna upload it on Facebook. This will be the first thing I upload on Facebook.
God damn it! Fuck you, man.
This is so good.
Okay.
Apples for the. Okay.
Fuck you.
I haven't won
Apples
yet.
was clutch, dude. Apples was clutch.
Jesus, mother of God. All right.
All right, DZ, I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds, and then you're gonna have to answer, all right?
Okay.
You know, DZ really wants to win. Look at him. Look at his face. He wants to win so bad.
6, 5, 4,
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, fuck. Let's go with mangoes.
Diego is going with mangoes. Mikhail, look at Mikhail. He's so ready. He's so ready. All right, we're stopping the music. We're getting this ready. The tension mounts. Diego said mangoes. Judges, show me mangoes.
Suck it.
I'm sorry, DZ. There are no mangoes on the board. And on that note, on that very clutch note, Mikhail is this week Quit Stalling Feud champion. Join us again next week for Quit
Who buys
Stalling
mangoes by the
Feud,
singular?
where fruits are always berries
buys
and
only
berries
one?
are never fruits. Thank you for joining
Harold,
us.
we can't hear you if you're saying something.
You can't hear me? Oh my god, why can't you hear me?
I think it's
Hello?
because you're playing music at the same time or something. Yeah.
Oh,
I
maybe.
don't know.
That might be it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay. I'm so sorry, DZ.
God, fuck.
Whoa! So angry.
Oh! Dude, that was clutch, Mikhail. I have to admit, that was clutch. That was a 1-point victory. 58 over
Are you sure your
57.
math- Wait, are you sure?
Yeah,
your
is the
math
right? Yeah, is the math right? 44.
44 plus 13
It's 57.
versus 38 plus 12 plus 8.
God damn it!
Check to see how to do it up. DZ, it's okay, man.
There's always next week, dude. There's always next week. You.
What was it? 44 plus what?
44 plus.
We're really doing that. It was
44 plus.
here, without the theoretical point. 44 plus 13, 38, 12, and 8.
Yeah, the math is right. I lost by 1.
By 1, dude. That was clutch. I could
What
not.
was the other answer?
So the last one, the very last one, was cherries with 5.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
you never buy 1 cherry.
Oh,
Remember,
God,
there are no cherries in the Philippines, by the way. Or there are, but like not like.
I
They're all
hate cherries.
imported.
Cherries I hate the most.
Ooh.
What,
ooh.
have you tried the actual real cherries with the seed? Or are you talking about the cherries that they put on?
And the juice.
Oh, the sundae, yeah, those are the only
No,
ones.
no. Those aren't real cherries. Those are like fake.
Those are maraschinos.
Real cherries are fucking delicious, dude. Like they're like a dark red, a dark maroon red, and they're really.
This
yeah.
episode of Quit
The
Stalling
cherries here are
Feud
not fruits.
was brought to you by the
Cherries
salt
in the
of
Philippines are not
berries.
fruits. And they're not berries.
The cherries aren't berries. I don't know.
The
I don't think
more
they are,
you
actually.
know.
Oh
All right, guys. Oh my gosh, that was tiring. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, so let's get back to the news. In video games. Wait, let me bring up the news again. Sorry. So I was not prepared for that, Diego. You rocked my world with that one.
Just trying to make the show a better place.
All right, in the news. All right, so real quick in gaming, I talk about Scott Johnson because he's my favorite podcaster. I talk about him all the time. He's doing a new podcast with Bleacher Report. So the best of our loves, Mikhail, sports and video games.
Video games.
So and DZ, sorry. Yeah, so esports. They're doing an esports specific podcast, and it's really the reason why I bring this up is it's really cool how esports are being recognized nowadays. You know, not just by people who play video games. It's being recognized by big media companies right now, like Bleacher Report. You know, ESPN, TBS. All these companies are starting to recognize esports as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing this podcast called Rally Point. You know, it's going to be Scott and two other hosts. The first episode's going to be out on August 2. And, if Bill Walton wasn't under contract with ESPN, I would recommend him for this. Because Bill Walton is one of the hugest esports fans that are around. And it's really surprising.
Is he really?
Yeah. I think I have a photo here. He says, setting up a photo.
Oh, nice.
So this is him with an ESPN esports T-shirt that was given to him seconds before this photo was taken. So,
nice.
Yeah,
I like how it's tie-dye too.
Yeah, he's a huge.
Totally fits him.
Yeah, apparently he's a huge fan of tie-dye shirts, so they made this tie-dye shirt for him. And this is in one of the, I forgot which event this was. But yeah, they were gonna shoutcast, I think, a League of Legends tournament or something. And yeah, so Bill Walton's a huge esports fan, and you don't get that a lot with people who played sports in older generations. You get a lot of people looking down on things like esports and video games from those generations, and I find it really cool.
Well, Bill Walton was always like a hippie. He was always that. He was that guy.
He was that guy with
that guy
with the Jufro in the NBA.
Yeah. But like with esports, like Rick Fox has a team now.
Oh wow.
Shaq invested in a team, so it's people in like sports are really seeing esports now. It's something to invest in.
Yeah, I love how they're both Lakers.
Snoop Dogg in particular likes. You mean the gaming scene?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Exactly.
Who are the other gamers that are musicians? Deadmau5, T-Pain.
Yeah, or Chris Kluwe, the punter. I don't know if that's who pronounced his name. The punter of the Minnesota Vikings. He plays like World of Warcraft, and he plays all that other stuff.
When I'm not out for those 30 seconds on the field, I'm usually on the sideline on my laptop playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that dude's awesome. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, cool.
Chris.
Yeah, so
but yeah, he plays well.
Yeah, so I mean, I just love how esports is getting recognized now. I mean, we got a huge turnout here locally for the Manila Majors for, I think that was Dota, right?
Yeah, Dota.
Yeah, for Dota.
Yeah, Dota 2. Yeah, so I mean, it's great. And just like that, Comic-Con isn't just for comics anymore. I mean, we know movies are always being announced at Comic-Con, especially comic book movies. You get random panels like Snow White and the Huntsman, I think, had a Comic-Con panel before.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
dude.
It's like it's turned into like the best place to market your movie or show.
Mm-hmm.
To get attention. It's become that place now. It's not just about fandom and sharing the fandom. That's also part of it, but Hollywood has now turned it into like the biggest commercial ever.
That's right. So
there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I
think it's great. Yeah.
So one of the things that was one of the things that had a panel at Comic-Con was South Park. And one of the things they talked about was the fractured but whole.
Yeah.
I mean the
fractured but whole.
So South Park: The Fractured But Whole is a highly anticipated follow-up to The Stick of Truth, which was actually a surprisingly great game. A surprisingly,
I played a couple of hours. I have to continue playing it. It was really good.
it was good, and it was the RPG. I said this with our friends. It was the RPG I didn't know I wanted.
Yeah,
It was so good.
it's so good. And like the you know, for like every skill, like it's like a different like button combination you have to do in order to do it successfully.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's not like a stagnant RPG. Like it's really good.
Yeah, and you move around in a 3D space. So the Fractured Butthole continues in that, and it looks fantastic. You know, it's following a superhero theme. They're doing the whole Civil War kind of thing.
instead of the medieval.
Yeah, instead of
But yeah, I mean,
medieval
like
fantasy.
what's been nice about the guys who made, I mean, the game in general, the franchise, that the game really sticks to the source material. So it's like you're watching a whole, like an episode of South Park itself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like a fractured butthole episode, right?
Yeah.
Heyo. So yeah, there was a behind the scenes video that they released, and Matt Stone and Trey Parker really have a hands-on approach. You know, they have a 6-day turnover for their episodes from 0 to sending it over to Comedy Central. I think is where they still are to broadcast the episode. That's the kind of work they put into it, you know. And it's the same work ethic they put into the Fractured Butthole and into the Stick of Truth. You know, they're very hands on.
Yeah.
They have a lot of time to do this, and they make sure they take their time and make sure everything is right. And
Yeah,
they were talking in the behind the scenes with the people from Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Um,
Ubisoft.
So they're talking about how it was great to work with Matt Stone and Trey Parker, simply because one, their creativity level is just fantastic, and two,
Yeah.
they know what they want. So it's not a guessing game in terms of like, oh, maybe they'll like this, maybe this is the thing they want in the game. No, they know what they want. And it makes it easy for the entire team to adapt. You know, if something is wrong with the scene, with the shot, with how a scene is framed, they're like, no, you have to change it. Maybe move this here. Maybe move this here. And it's easy on the game development team, in that sense.
Yeah. I also think you're talking about how they have like a 6-day turnout for every episode.
Yeah.
That's also super possible because of the art style.
Yeah.
The artists don't have to keep drawing the background over and over again.
Yeah.
Because it's all the same background,
Yeah.
and then they just have to put the characters and move the characters. That's
It's
why
like
super
they just the animation is like they made a stop motion and of
Yeah.
cardboard pieces that just form
Yeah.
up as, you know, characters. So
which makes it like super easy on the artist. That's why they could churn out those episodes super quick.
That much content. Yeah.
And- Yeah,
It's all
that much
constant.
content.
And
Yeah.
they were talking
And that's
about
why they
that-
could
oh.
focus. Like that's why they could focus. Sorry, that's why they could focus on the content more of like the comedy and the jokes and all that stuff. Because if they think of a better joke, it's not hard for the artist to like redo the art.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like for the Simpsons, if the Simpsons had to redo a joke, they had to rewrite the whole scene. You know, like or stuff like that. So
draw
That's
the
right.
whole thing.
redraw the whole scene. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Family
yeah.
Guy. So it makes it easy.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, they were talking about it's good that you mentioned the art style. They were talking about the art style in the behind the scenes, and they're saying how
Oh really?
it's not as, I mean, it is easier than 3D and cell shaded, but it's not as easy as people think, because there's a lot of detail that goes into the art. If you look at they were pointing out the trees in the background of the scenes, and they were saying, you know, the trees, if you look at them, they're not the same. There's not a single tree that's the same in the background. It's because everything is hand drawn, and everything has that like attention to detail that they have. And if you look at the characters and their animations, you know, they have like these amount of like frames for the animations. Like, oh, this is him with his leg extended. This is him like with it a little bit furled right before he kicks. That kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, they're just. It seems like such a great project to work on.
But
Yeah.
when they're walking, they're just bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
It's only when they're attacking is when it's different. But that I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it seems like a great game, and when you play the game, it feels like a really long South Park episode, and you feel the attention to detail. You feel you feel the amount of care that they've put into it, and it feels like a South Park episode or a South Park season where it's really funny, and then it feels the same way throughout. you do tend to feel the monotony eventually, but then I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like it's a great they're great games. I just want to say they're great games.
This is really good.
Yeah. All right, so do you guys have anything to add to that? Like, sorry.
Well, I like how how you explained was that at first they couldn't use butthole, so they had to work around.
So
like, if there's one show that can get away with using butthole, it's South Park.
Yeah, it's South Park. We had South Park the movie, bigger, longer, uncut. Like.
So, to explain to the people who are listening, so the reason why they came up with the title South Park: The Fractured Butthole is they couldn't actually use the title butthole, like the single word butthole, as a game title, because
that was the original title. Right? It was the Butthole of Time.
Something, I think that was the original title, and they couldn't use it because they were saying, game stores are not gonna want to put that on their shelves. No one's gonna put that on their shelves. No one's gonna have butthole on their front page on Steam, which I actually argue against. But those were the restrictions. Sorry.
I was gonna say, for those who are who can't get the joke, when we say butthole, we mean in that sense.
Yeah.
Butthole.
Some people might not think, what are they talking about? Butthole.
Butthole. Yeah. So.
We mean that butthole.
Yeah. The only butthole. So they were talking about how that's one of the only restrictions they had with Ubisoft, was they were saying you can't use the word butthole because no one's gonna put that on their shelves, and it's gonna affect sales. So Trey Parker. Trey Parker's the blonde one, right? Or is that Matt Stone?
I think so. I've always confused the two of them.
Yeah, so Trey Parker was just sitting on his desk after he heard the news, and he was just like, butthole. Butthole. He used to say it over and over again until he found the title. And that's how they got the theme going, and it was great, and it was perfect timing because Civil War came out and they were able to play on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fractured butthole.
All right. So moving on. Do I have a picture for this? Oh no, I don't have a picture for this. Okay, so let me switch to our regular view real quick. So, in the news, actually no, we could do this. So in the news was a story about Pokemon Go. We talk about Pokemon Go quite a bit now on Quit Stalling, and one of the things recently that came out, one of the newer, more interesting stories that came out of Pokemon Go. We hear a lot about these. We hear about lady found a dead body by the lake where she usually walks because of Pokemon Go, that kind of stuff. So now we got a couple of teens, and they're from Canada.
Teens,
And right about the time that they were playing Pokemon Go, they were walking for about an hour, and they accidentally crossed the U.S. Canadian border. They went from Alberta, Canada, Coots, I think this is how you pronounce it, Coots, Alberta, Canada, and they managed to walk all the way down to Sweetgrass, Montana. Oh, why are you shaking your head?
You guys already know how I feel about Pokemon Go, alright?
Okay.
I am the Grinch that stole Pokemon Go. I don't agree with it.
You know who you are. You're like the other. You're probably a Digimon fan or something.
No, I love Pokemon. I played Red, Blue, Yellow. I played X, Y. I watched the show. I just don't like what Pokemon Go is. It's more reason to be on your phone.
Wait, are you serious? Are you serious about this? I thought you were just joking.
No, I'm serious about Pokemon Go. I don't like it. But the whole conspiracy thing was just my joke.
Okay.
But that's why I don't play it.
At least you're not a hypocrite.
yeah, exactly. It's another way, I think, for companies to just get more data, more info on us that we already give a lot out of anyway.
Okay, so here's the thing, with the info you give to Google, companies only get your name and your email
No, no,
address.
no. I'm talking about whenever you use it, and then the Pokemon is there, and then your camera turns on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Because now they have like that. Now they have a picture of everything across the world, and then they can make like a friggin' like layout of everything, just like how Snapchat has everybody's faces. You know, it's like that's why I don't use Snapchat either. I've
All
become a lot more
so these
paranoid in my-
teens,
in
so
my-
these
You watch
teens
anime
accidentally
too
went
much
to
or something.
America.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it makes sense, guys. And I'm gonna bring this up whenever you guys talk about Pokemon Go. You can't talk about Go. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, go. So they crossed the border, and this is another reason why these kids, man. What are they doing? What are they doing? These damn hooligans. crossing
They're
the
just
border.
trying. You know, these kids. All we want to do is live our childhood dream and become Pokemon masters.
It's not even
That's
the
all
same
we.
thing. Like,
This is. We're like, come on. This
No.
is the closest thing we'll ever. Remember when we were kids? All we wanted was to go outside, catch a freaking Pikachu, and live the dream.
the game. I see where the joy comes from. I just think that we're being used, man. We're being used. I don't like.
Right. So there were these teens from Canada.
They crossed the border. Okay.
they,
This is another reason. See, no boundaries.
they,
Come on, Canada.
they crossed the border to America by accident. Border Patrol found him, drove him back home. Farah from Overwatch.
I was just gonna say. Hey, I just wanted to say. You know, I bet.
I know I
the
ruined
US
the Pokemon Go segment, but I feel very passionate about this, guys. I don't like it.
You know, wait. So the U.S. Border Patrol is the one who found them, right? I can only imagine. Like, I'm probably sure that they asked the kids, like, "Hey, you guys catch a Pokemon at least?" Before they got caught. Did you just
They're
catch?
driving them back. So, what'd you catch?
What'd you catch?
They're like,
And then I bet like his deputy, the sheriff's deputy or something, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, wait, stop! There's a Pokemon here," and they all stop and just catching it.
or like when they found out what they caught, like what was worth the hour-long trip to cross the border, they fucking turned around. Holy shit!
You found a what?
You found a what? Hold on, boys.
All right,
How
so
they wait. So now I have questions. How do they cross the border? There's no fence.
I don't know.
Yeah, in the wilderness or something.
No,
How did they cross?
See, this is the thing. From what I know, and this is true for the Mexican border as well. Everything we see on in movies and TV, how there's like 20-foot high fence and like it's electrically charged. No, it's not
Some
true.
areas have fences. Some areas do, but not all.
Korea and South Korea, I have that border, of course.
Yeah. No, so in
Yeah.
America, from what I know, the two borders they have, the Mexican border and the Canadian border, you don't really have that kind of level of security. You know, it's pretty open. You know, people could just walk through it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with them.
Okay. No, yeah, that makes sense. I know there's some fences, but not the whole thing. That's why Donald Trump wants to make the whole fence thing, right?
And make them pay for it.
And then make them pay for it and build it. That guy's the worst.
Gotta make America great again, man. All
Yeah.
right. So Farah, Overwatch, playtime going down. McCree. So we were talking about this earlier. So thanks to McCree. So McCree, talking about Overwatch. McCree, our favorite cowboy in Overwatch. He got a couple of buffs. It's high noon. He got a couple of buffs to his was it his long range damage?
As far as I remember, his long range damage is back to normal, but extreme distances, the damage goes down.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think from like the mid range,
Uh-huh.
the damage got a boost. McCree got one at least, and I don't like it. But then like I don't get it. I don't get why he could even damage people from long range. And I've always had a problem with McCree. I don't like his ult. I think is
The dead
in the
eye.
in the hands of somebody really good is kind of like too
Yeah.
Really
Good.
good.
He can,
yeah,
but the thing
really
is,
good.
he still can't kill it. But at least they still kept the debuff of not being able to kill a tank. Like in
Oh, really?
3 shots. Yeah, I mean because his fan hammer is still the same. I mean
Oh yeah.
they didn't buff that. They
No,
kept
they
that
didn't
the
buff-
same.
Yeah, the fan hammer. Yeah.
So I mean, he
But,
can
like-
still kill weak, like soft people, like with 250 health and below.
Yeah, but the
but-
fact that he could snipe Farah so easily from like up in the sky,
Yeah.
I kind of don't like. But that's the reason why Farah is like being used less and less now. It's because McCree got buffed, and she has too many counters. Like Soldier 76 is a nice, not a hard counter, but a good counter also.
Yeah.
Widowmaker, of course, is a very nice hard counter to Farah.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
Farrah's
So-
just a little soft right now. So
That's why.
if
But then
they,
again,
if they
it's
could buff her
easier counter
health-
Widowmaker. You just need just the Winston or
Yeah.
Tracer there.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So you were saying, Harold?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of lag. Where,
There was
yeah,
a pretty
there's
big
a lot of
lag spike.
on that note.
Yes.
Yeah. So our main point was Farrah's playtime seeing a lot of reduced numbers, and McCree is just wrecking.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna's been really fun to play. I've seen a lot of teams in quick play that go six Anna.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, because it starts off with one guy who picks Anna right away, a second guy who also wants to play Anna, so he picks Anna as well, and then everyone's just like, screw it, let's just play Anna.
Let's play out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think the only way that works, like an all same character team, would probably be Soldier 76.
Yeah.
think-
that's a very potent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
all
wait,
6 of your
no.
Soldier 76.
We did one time. All of us were May. And,
Oh, wow.
Bonnie. We were pushing the payload. It worked. It
Oh, wow.
actually worked.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because in a sense, if you have a May, well, with that thing, all you have to do is everyone just stay in the payload and keep putting ice walls. It should work in a sense, unless.
Oh, yeah,
Or maybe
yeah.
it's either that or our team was pretty, or our enemies were just idiots.
That's true also.
Yeah.
But like, I hate May. I hate whenever there's a May. It's so hard. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
A good May
I
will
just
lock
get-
you
yeah.
down.
Owned. Yeah.
You just have to don't go on your own. You can't one-on-one her. You have to stay in the group
Yeah.
because if she goes
You
into
just
the
ease your
group.
ass.
A 2-on-1, she's dead.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm hearing some background noise right now. I'm hearing some high pitched background noise.
Is it a buzzer? Like a
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, that's an alarm at the school across the street from me. It's picking it up.
Wow.
It's pretty loud since you guys can hear it.
Wow,
I
that's
was
loud.
hoping you guys wouldn't hear it from my mic.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a testament to how good blue mics are.
I know.
I
Exactly
myself
right.
am
Yeah, 'cause
using a Blue Yeti. Blue.
I myself am using a snowball.
So we highly recommend these products, and we're not being paid to say this yet.
But
So-
if Blue wants to pay us to say it, they're more than welcome to.
I love these
And it's
products.
like it's nice that you guys can move that microphone. I can still hear your voices.
I know, right?
Yeah, man, it's excellent.
Yeah.
Mine has a mute button for when I have to cough or sneeze.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Mine doesn't have that.
You might have that.
God damn. No.
We're just making a joke. All right.
Just saying.
Like, I only got my Apple earphones with the Apple microphone hanging from my ear like this.
You still sound good though.
Yeah, you sound
anything.
fairly good, man.
Nice try. Okay, I'm gonna buy that thing. Okay.
Okay, so let's wrap up the news. All right, so I was talking about how. Well, actually, I was talking about this to someone else. How advancements in our technology have made it really easy to eat on a daily basis. We don't have to rely too hard on when something's in season or when something isn't in season. And, taking that to a whole nother level, nothing is in season on Mars, ever, because Mars is a messed up planet. So,
Prior to what the Martian wants you to believe.
so
Science, bitch.
Science, bitch. So I love that you mentioned the Martian, because the scenes where Mark Watney is growing crops on Martian soil.
He's growing potatoes.
He's growing potatoes, right? Is actually based on current science. So someone in the Netherlands' Wageningen University is actually Wageningen.
Viking.
So people here in this university are actually trying to grow crops, especially most notably radishes on soil that is very similar to Martian soil. So they're simulating Martian soil with things with volcanic earth soils and poor nutrient soils from the banks of the Rhine River. So the River Rhine. Reinhardt. So they grew so they grew Back to Overwatch. So they grew these crops, and they said that they were almost ready to harvest around June 25. And I was gonna bring this up back then, but I was like, well, we don't really know what happened. For all we know, these were failures, and one of their biggest worries were that the metallic content, I think is what you'd say, they were worried about like alkaline levels and metallic levels.
Bro science, man. Just say how you could explain.
Science? Because
science.
Here on the show we're scientists.
Yeah.
Scientists. So they were worried that, so in plain English, they were worried that these wouldn't be edible. And they grew these. I could have just said that at the beginning. So they were worried that these wouldn't be edible. So they had radishes, garden cress, pea seed. So they managed to harvest these a couple of days ago actually, and turns out they're edible. The metallic content was on a level that is tolerable by humans. The alkaline levels are ignorable. So they're saying, this is a breakthrough. People could actually grow crops in a hostile environment, a very hostile environment like Mars.
Yeah.
So,
is it just radish though, or did they do other stuff?
Yeah, they did radish. They did leafy greens like something cress. I just said it. Garden cress.
Okay.
Have they grown fruits yet, or berries?
I thought those were just like other leaves that they were just trying to grow, but we can't actually eat them. But anyways, go on. Radishes.
Yeah. So and then earlier this year they started adding a crop of tomatoes and potatoes. So they're Mark Watney. They're sciencing the shit out of this, man.
Mark Watney.
They're Mark Watney.
I'm gonna have to science the shit. Luckily, I'm a botanist. To science the shit. Matt Damon was so good in that movie.
Yeah, dude.
I go on and on.
He was lovable in that movie.
Yeah. He's on all his movies. Oh, the new Jason Bourne is gonna be out, guys. Oh, there he is. Oh, my guy.
So it's good to know there's not much lag right now in our call.
Yeah. Jason Bourne.
Yeah, so this is real science. They're doing this right now, and it's great. The guy was interviewed. I think the lead scientist on this project, and he was saying like, people eventually are gonna have to move to. People are eventually gonna try and bring crops to Mars, and they can't bring a whole lifetime supply. They're gonna have to start growing stuff there, and he's saying like this research is vital to that. Finding out that people can actually do this could lead to a civilization on Mars. And I was like, hold up, man. Talking about civilization on Mars. Let's take care of this planet first before we start messing up a different planet.
Before we start fucking up other places, how about we try and fix the place that we already fucked up? Over in the fucking up.
You know, as George Carlin said, as John Carlin said about the planet. The planet will fix itself, and we're just like a bad case of fleas,
That's
a
the
surface nuisance.
Joe Rogan, who's also a comedian in his own right, he said that if you look at the Earth from like high above, and then you look at all the cities, we look like cancer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a cancerous cell.
Yeah, it's about how environmentalists word it. We're not saving the planet. We're just saving where we're living.
Yeah.
Where we're shitting on.
No, but
we don't care about the planet.
Yeah, that's the thing. DZ's saying, eventually the Earth will heal itself, and my point is dinosaurs, dude. Those were the first things on this friggin' planet that fucked it up, and look what happened to them. They're fucking fossilized, dude. We're next.
How did they fuck it up? I can't see what they did wrong.
We also don't know, like, how many civilizations happened before this one, and how many times were they wiped out and like a hard reset was made.
Exactly, Assassin's
Creed.
Like
What's up?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many times have like has this world had to like hard reset and then start over again? We never know. Like, probably as far back as the dinosaurs.
During the Assassin's Creed time, did they really destroy it? I mean, like, when did we actually get into the industrial age? 1800s, 1700s, but not about. Wait, when? Sorry.
I think 1800s. You might be
1800s.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like
1900s. I don't know.
So
anyway,
we only started destroying the planet around that time. So like, before, when it was still BC, I mean, I think it was still fine.
Yeah, we didn't like abuse things. We didn't abuse the world as it is now.
No. My point with Assassin's Creed is one of the story points is an older civilization was here before our civilization, and they got wiped out. They got hard reset.
Yeah.
And they had.
So how many times has that happened?
Yeah. That's what Mikhail's bringing up. Is pretty crazy. Like, I try not to think about these things because it's depressing. But
yeah, the Earth might just be like counting down. Like, how much more patient am I gonna be with these guys? They're starting to fuck it up. I think if Donald Trump gets voted president, I'm gonna hard reset this time. Like,
time to hard reset.
Like, that's gonna be the mark of the end of the world.
Clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate. Once again, when like you make a mistake in your saved game on like Final Fantasy or whatever, it's like, fuck, I missed out on that. All right, I gotta play a whole new game.
Start from the very beginning.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
like,
what's
since
gonna happen.
everything, he's done everything right. Yeah.
So it's gonna happen to us, especially if Pokemon Go continues.
No, maybe Pokemon Go is like good for the planet because like, there's a Pokemon in that dirty place. Let's clean it up so we can catch magic carpets there.
No, not even. That's like the most. Maybe. I hope so. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be positive. I hope that happens.
Yeah, be positive.
I hope Pokemon Go brings world peace. I hope it proves me wrong. I really hope it does.
I love how this circled back to Pokemon Go because we're gonna end the show.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna end the show on a bit of a trivia. We're gonna end the show with a piece of trivia. All right. So DZ.
Okay.
On Fridays we ask Jay about comic book trivia. That's something we do on Fridays. But today is not Friday. Today. Is it still Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday already here. It's Wednesday here. It's Tuesday in America. So we're gonna play a game, and it's gonna be a DZ trivia. It's gonna be a DZ trivia day. It's gonna be about video games.
Am I the help? Can I be the help?
Yeah, you're gonna be DZ's lifeline. All right. So DZ, today on Quit Stalling, I don't have a name for this segment yet because I'm pro.
Trivia.
Trivia game trivia.
Get ready for the next battle.
So this is going to be how things go, alright? So I'm going to ask you a question, DZ, and your job is to pick from a choice of 4 which of these is the correct answer. Mikhail will be your lifeline, but also it's Mikhail's job to guess whether or not you'll get it right. Okay, so I'm going to start off with that. Mikhail, before I ask this question, do you think DZ will get it right or wrong?
have faith.
I think he's gonna get it right. I have faith in my boy.
You have faith.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Master Chef.
So
faith
Mikhail
in him.
thinks you are gonna get it right.
Yeah.
All right. So DZ, are you ready for your question?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're ready. All right.
You're cutting in and out. I think your music.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, Harold.
Oh, to me, I am fine. So screw you. All right. I lowered the music so you could hear me better. Okay. So DZ,
Alright, that's good. That's great.
this is
Yeah.
your question for the week. In every
Okay, hit
Pokemon
me.
gym, there is a man who stands by the plaque, wherein you will read your name once you've defeated the gym's leader. If
Yeah.
you talk to this person, he will call you by a certain name. Your job is to determine what that name is. So I'm going to give you a choice of 4 answers. Is it A,
Okay.
kid, B, sport, C, trainer, or D, champ? Alright, so the question is, in every Pokemon gym, in every Pokemon game, or at least the first few, there's a guy who stands by like the dragon statues at the start of every gym. And he's always there to give you a little bit of advice. You know, oh, this is a water type gym. This is a, this is Lieutenant Surge's gym. He's gonna shock you like a hurricane. So when you talk to him, he always, refers to you by a certain name. And your choices are kid, sport, trainer, or champ. So that's A, B, C, or D. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute to deliberate, and you can use Mikhail as your lifeline. I'm gonna bring up the timer here on our screen. Hold on. So that you actually have a legit 1 minute to see. Let's see. I'm never. This show is the most professional show ever. I'm always prepared.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes. Oh no, not that. This. There we go. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in on our timer. DZ, you have 1 minute starting now.
This
Okay.
timer is brought to you by Google.
Okay, so well here,
Your friend on the road.
I'm gonna reason out all this. Kid sounds like something that a NPC trainer would say.
Okay.
The one you're gonna battle with, like, "Hey kid." Okay, now with sport, it doesn't seem like sports exists in the Pokemon universe because the sport is Pokemon. People would rather would go train Pokemon than play sports. And as for champ, I think champ it's only counted in the area of the Elite Four when you're about to fight them. So I think trainer would be the most logical.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
gonna use your lifeline? Are you gonna use Mikhail?
Well, No, not that I don't have faith in you, Mikhail, or anything, but I think I'm pretty confident in my answer.
Okay.
But no offense, like don't take any offense.
No,
Because the timer's about
I'll tell you.
Okay.
to run out.
Well, anyways, I'll tell you after what
No. Okay. So
my answer
okay.
would have been.
So this is how we'll do it. So DZ is locked into letter C, trainer.
Mhm.
All right. So before we get to the answer, Mikhail, let's hear your thoughts.
Oh, my answer was gonna be trainer.
Your answer was gonna be trainer as well.
Yeah, my answer was gonna be trainer as well.
Why?
If I remember correctly, from all the games that I played, it was trainer. He always said trainer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
very simple answer. Very
No,
straight to the point.
that's what I remember. Cause kid, champ, yeah, he never said that. From what I remember, that's from what I remember. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
So
You
me and
may-
DZ might be wrong.
You may or may not be wrong. All right. So DZ, are you ready for the answer?
I'm ready.
All right, hold on. Let me bring up the image real quick because I finally have an image now because I'm pro. All right, there we go. So DZ, in every gym, this guy shows up and you can talk to him and ask him for his advice. You know, you press A or was it B, and he's like, "Yo," and then one of these answers, and then he's like, "This is Lieutenant Surge's gym. Watch out for his electric type Pokemon. You'll be shocked." So he refers to you by a certain name, and you say trainer.
Mhm.
So let's get
Okay.
a quick drum roll here. See if it is trainer. Drum roll, please. No, it is not. You got it wrong. It is
Fuck.
the champ.
Oh,
Damn
wow.
it.
Every time you talk to him, he goes up to you and says, "Yo, champ in the making," or "Yo, champ."
Chump.
Screw that guy. What's he even
Fuck
doing
that
there?
guy.
You know what he's doing there?
You know what?
He's like the
I
one
didn't-
NPC
I never
do
even
not
talked
talk
to that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Who talks to him? Fuck
I
that
tapped
guy,
A
man.
every time. A.
Yeah, just like I only talked to him by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, sour
You lost.
pusses, sour pusses. All right, guys, that was. I'm so sorry that you lost. DZ, I'm sorry that you
Nazi
lost.
shit.
I'm sorry that you lost twice in one show. I'm sorry that Mikhail was no help on either occasion.
That's- Bananas are fruits, alright?
Shut up.
You said it yourself. You said bananas have seeds. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, that's why they're fruit. Like,
I want to check Google again. Maybe I just read the wrong.
Oh man. Okay, we're running a bit
I don't
long,
know. Like,
so we're gonna end the show.
DC, I'm sorry. You're awesome.
All right, we're gonna end the show. Thank you guys for joining us on Quit Stalling this fine Tuesday all the way to Wednesday. If you want to hit us up, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, you can email us at quitstallingShow@gmail.com. You can tweet us, twitter.com/quitstallingtv, or just tweet at quitstallingtv. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/quitstallingtv. You can send us all your photos of you listening to the show at instagram.com/quitstalling. Like that'll happen.
It's just them listening to the show.
Just them taking a selfie next to their monitor. We're on YouTube. Search for Quit Stalling. We're on Twitch, twitch.tv/quitstalling. We're on iTunes. All you have to do is go to the podcast tab and search for Quit Stalling. We are there. Mikhail, where can the fine folks at home find you for the home version of our game?
First, before that, I'd like to thank all my sponsors. Blue for the great mic. Uniqlo for my shirt. Turtle Beach for my headphones. Google for my phone. You guys catch me on Instagram at HailMick, right up there on top.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys want dick pics, add me up on Facebook and Twitter. That's where I send it all. Hey, DZ, don't act like you don't want one, dude. I heard the excitement in your voice.
He's like, Jesus.
Christ, yeah.
All right, DZ, where can the fine folks at home find you?
Okay. Well, if you guys want to hear my expert botanist and farming experience, you can check out my Instagram at InstaDZ, the spelling below, because it's so hassle to say how it's spelled. Anyway, you can check out my Instagram, InstaDZ. You can check my Facebook page, where I take pictures of people who play sports better than me. Facebook.com/Diego Zuluaga Photography.
Oh, my man.
My man. All right. And for me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HeraldPlays. On Twitch.tv, I'm on Twitch.tv. I'm twitch.tv/HeraldPlays. If you're on YouTube, just search HeraldPlays. That's all one word. No underscores, none of that fancy stuff. And if you want 10% off of your Jinx swag, once again, don't forget to use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366. Save yourself 10% and you might get another shirt, you know. Actually, if you go on Jinx right now, they're having their summer sale thing, so you get a free shirt for every 2 shirts that you buy. So, yeah, go do that.
And you get 10% off.
And you get 10% off. It stacks. It stacks.
Yeah, actually, you know, I want to check it out. They deliver here, right? I mean, like how?
Yeah, they do international deliveries. So for those of you at home,
If it's too expensive, you could send it to me.
and then he'll wear it.
That's it. Yeah, just send it to me.
He'll wear it on the show for you.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just like literally wait. I like that pause, you know, and they can just send it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right, guys. For DZ, for Mikhail, and for the missing J, thank you so much. This has been Quit Stalling. Join us on Friday for our next episode where we talk about other things. And watch out for our SDCC comic conversation. Yeah, that'll be up on the feed soon. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Quit stalling.
Dick
Bye.
pic.
Dick pic. Bye.